Good morning. It is Easter Hat Parade Day. We need a story, don't we? We need a story about hats. So let me tell you about monkeys and hats. Once upon a time, there was a hat maker. He could make any sort of hats. He made tall hats and short hats and wide hats and green hats and red hats, any kind of hat you can imagine. So one day, he is going through the forest and he's on his way to market. So as he's going to the market, he's singing his song. He sings, I am going to market, to market, to market. I am going to market to sell my hats. Can you sing it with me? Okay, here we go. I am going to market, to market, to market. I am going to market to sell my hats. Beautiful work. And as he's going there, he gets tired. So he puts his big box of hats down on the floor and he settles down under a tree for a quick nap. When he opens his eyes, the box is empty and all the hats are gone. So he's rustling about him. He looks up and the tree is full of monkeys, and the monkeys are all wearing his hats, tall ones and short ones and wide ones and thin ones and red ones and green ones. They all got the hats on. And he's very angry, isn't he? He's very angry. He says, you monkeys, give my hats back. And the monkeys all go, you monkeys, you got your hat. And he's, I better plead. So he puts his hands together. He says, monkeys, please, give me my hats back. And all the monkeys go, he goes, if you don't give me my hats back, I'll get you with my bow and arrow. And all the monkeys go, and he thinks, and he stops, and he stops, and he thinks, and he says, and then he takes his own hat off, and he throws it on the floor. And all the monkeys take their hats off and throw them on the floor. So he gathers them all up, and he puts them in his box, and off he goes to market, to market, to market. Years later, that hat maker had a child of his own. And he brought that child up to be a hat maker. Yes, yes. One day when he was grown up, his son took his hats in a box to market. And as he walked through the forests, he sang his song. He sang, I am going to market, to market, to market. I am going to market to sell my hats. Sing it with me. I am going to market, to market, to market. I am going to market to sell my hats. And as he went through the forest, he got tired and he put his box down and he lay down under a tree for a short nap. And when he woke up, the box was empty, all the hats were gone. So he thought back and he remembered his father's story. He said, and he took his hat off and he threw it down on the floor and he waited. And the biggest of the monkeys came down the tree, came up to him and said, you might have heard some stories. Well, we have stories too, and we know all about your father. And this time, we're keeping the hats. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why stories are important. Because you never know when you'll need a story, and you never know when it'll come in handy. Have a brilliant Easter Hat Parade Day, ladies and gentlemen. One last time with me before I hit the button. I am going to market, to market, to market. I am going to market to sell my hats.